Miss Hall. How are you? You got Rosa and I both here together. You say hi to Carla.
Hey,
We'll be
Carla.
getting
What's
started
up?
in a minute.
Good morning or good afternoon,
Yes,
whatever time
good God
it is.
morning, afternoon. Look. All right, all right. Well, thank you guys. TGIM. Thank God it is Monday, and we are rocking and rolling with another segment of Live Today Health Talk with Tiffany D and Rosa J. Yes, in the house today. We hope that we'll have Charlene chiming in on the call later on with us. But let me do a quick intro. Live Today Health Talk, as you all know, we are sharing the health message to everyone, and we always tell you that we want you to confirm and look it up for yourself. So all the information that we share, it is also free on Google. We're just bringing it to light so that you are now informed and you have no excuses not to walk in this health message with us. We only share because we care. We love you all of our friends and family on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Google. So, if you want to chime in, you can chime in with us. We are streaming live on elifemedia.net by phone for audio. Your iPhone would be iTunes, and for your Android, it would be elifemedia.net, downloading by way of your Google Play, for your Android phones. So, the phone number, if you wish to chime in and just share with us as we go along our segment today, or if you have any questions or comments, please hit our Facebook pages, Rosa J. Hodge and Tiffany Daniel, or the call-in number is 240-455-5934. So, let's do a quick recap from last week.
Wait a minute, before you do that, let me say, hi everyone. I'm just trying to call in my friends, so I'm listening wisely. Can't see that writing.
That's Carla. So she's trying to get up on her technology. So all her friends, please give her a shout out. If you're hearing me and you are watching or you're watching via Facebook Live, give Rosa a shout out and tell her to hurry up and get that technology plugged in so you can join us. All right, so a recap. Last week, oh my goodness, we talked about love. We talked about touch and the sensation of touch and hugs. All right, and we talked about the necessity of them because, as we know, we go into our holiday seasons, and there are some that are not as happy during the holiday seasons as others. Some have lost loved ones, some are just alone, period, and some we shared last week even live in darkness. So we ask each of you, if you know someone that's home alone, that may be, the kids maybe in college and decided to go elsewhere for the holiday, or the kids are grown, or they may have lost their loved ones and in a home, or they may even be homeless. If you have the heart and you can spare, please reach out to them. Please reach out to them during this holiday season, because this season is the time all years a time for loving and giving. But this season is the season to show love. And for some reason, it seems to be a more gloomy season than others. I don't know why. With all the things going on, and you can just name it. If you want to take it through the year with the elections, if you want to take it to the economy, whatever, we tend to look back over the year as the year starts to close. And everybody's year may not have been as happy or as jolly as others. So reach out, invite them in, and give out hugs. They're free, right, Rosa?
Yes, they are. And it takes 11 hugs, really, to make someone's experience change. That's been scientifically proven. I am back, I am here, and I am grateful. Another thing that really is a trying time for most holidays, because a lot of times what has happened is people have lost loved ones during these times. I don't know if I ever experienced that sadness of Christmas that I recall, but my mother passed one, of course, and Christmas and holidays, I guess as a child, were a little different. Mm-hmm. But I have joy in my heart all the time. My African name is Titi Layo, which means joy forever.
All right.
So I usually have learned how to drop all that other stuff like it's hot.
Oh wow! Drop it like it is hot.
It.
Don't hold on to it. That's right.
No.
Don't hold on to it.
That's not happening. I used to get all up in my feelings, but I've expanded my consciousness. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
This is a time to be family loved. It doesn't matter whether you have presents or anything. Your presence
is
you.
And that is a present.
That's
How about
it. That's
that?
all.
And that's what you need to know. When we shared last week, every time you look in that mirror, you say hello. And what else, Rosa? I love you.
And then you start naming the things that you love about yourself. I love the fact that I always have a smile on my face. I love the fact that I don't have to respond to everything everybody says. I love the fact that I can say that's not true. I love the fact that I declare who I am. I love that about me.
Isn't that awesome? You do not have to. It's your choice.
That's
Talk
right.
about free will on the way down here. You don't have to hold on to that stuff what other people say. Close that ear. Brush it off. Don't take it with you. You heard it. Okay, you don't have to receive it. Keep on moving, right?
Yep. And
it's your choice to agree.
And you don't have to defend yourself.
Nope. You sure don't.
Once you know who you are, you stand in your truth.
Wow.
And they don't have to know that. Oh, you can bless them silently.
You know what? We talked about that even with rest. When we were talking about emotional baggage. Wow, so that's 3 segments in a row, I think. We've talked about that. Okay, last week we also talked about composting. Oh, yes, composting. And how we can give back to the economy or the environment. This health message is not just saving people, bodies. It's actually helping save the world. How about that? Because with composting, we shared how you can start preparing your soil for your gardening. Yes. And in doing so, we also talked about saving money, stop taking so much to the landfills, and also the nutritional value that is right there in your own backyard through your leaves. And we talked about coffee grinds and some other stuff that you can put in there to help nurture your soil.
And this morning, when I woke up on my Instagram, someone had posted their garden in their house. It was kind of big.
Wow, okay.
And she noted that she was using her compost as her soil.
Yes.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes,
I'm just so elated. In fact, they had a composting article in last week's Washington Post. Mm-hmm. It was a great article. I'll bring it in next
It's
time.
that time. I mean, it's the time to prepare. I know as we start looking, and that can help you too. Not go in that dark space for some of us. With the rain, the clouds, then we go into the cold, and we go into the snow. You start thinking about spring. Start looking before it's even start thinking about what you're going to do in your home for your garden, in your yard for your garden. If you're going to listen to or take some of the ideas we talked about with the hydroponics or the salad tables and doing your garden, however you can do it to bring more life and help the air that you breathe also through your vegetation.
Yeah. I want my sister's face to show.
Okay, we didn't want you to have to. But so last week, wow, so that was a great segment. Love, we shared with Mr. Roland Grimes also, that love and the hug, and even about communication between males and females, and some of the stereotypes or stigmas that we have in communicating with one another. And I listened to that as I was uploading on YouTube for, if you want to hear this later, on Tiffany Daniel, Live Today Health Talk for YouTube. But as I was uploading it, guess what I kept hearing? Mr. Grimes talking about, why is it that a male will listen to a female, but that other male won't compliment that male, nor will he listen to that other male. And we said a joke. If you hug the person or make a pact what was it? Make a pact to say, when you come in the house, regardless of how we feel about one another, we're going to hug. And that way, nobody can stay upset with anyone.
And
right?
that leads into what we are doing on Meditate Till You Levitate.
All right.
Forgiveness. 21 days to forgiving everyone for everything. And it just so happens today and yesterday we did I Forgive Women, and today we did I Forgive Men.
Wow. That has to be deep.
I know. And it's amazing because a lot of times when we do that forgiveness stuff, we always think that I don't have anything against a man if I'm a man, and I don't have anything against a woman if I'm a woman, but you'd be surprised. So if you want to know about that, go to my Facebook page called Meditate Till You Levitate.
All right.
And
Hey,
it's there.
Vanessa, how are you? Thank you for joining us today. So that's our recap from last week. So as we move forward, we want to say or share about time, because as we run through our days every day, so stressful, when we always say, I don't have time for this, don't have time for that, can't do this, can't do that. That hug, it don't take long at all. But we have time to work, time to think, time to play, time to read. We want to have time to be friendly. All right?
Yes.
So put that in your schedule throughout the day. Doesn't take but a second.
It doesn't.
Smile.
And then you ask yourself,
Mm-hmm.
I know I used to ask myself, because I'm a talker, and I used to say, is that really important? Do I really need to express that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to make the person better? See, my goal is to be an uplifter, not a pointer out of everything that I see or think or feel or believe is wrong with you. Because I want to say this. If there is a situation that you have or a feeling that you have about a person in your space, it's really you. Your environment reflects who you are in the outside, in the inside.
Yeah.
So you want to fix somebody?
Start.
Fix yourself.
Yes, start with
Take
you.
what they say in the Bible. It says, take that log out of your eye.
Oh, that smoke. Yeah. How can you? Yeah.
How can I
point,
point something at you when I got a big old log in my eye that I'm not aware of, that I
Yeah.
refuse to look at? Clean your own side up. Clean your own sidewalk up.
Yes. Yes.
You know.
That's dynamic. That is dynamic.
Thank you.
So, you are welcome.
I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning some things. I'm doing some things. I'm walking in some spaces that I love, and I'm grateful.
But when we talked about, okay, I'm sorry, because I want to get into our new session, but let me finish with our sponsors. Let's talk about, all right.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much to our sponsors. I know I always start with Curves of Fort Washington because that is the brick and mortar that plummeted me to be here, all right, because we do so many events and workshops, and we're going to talk about some of them today. But I always give a shout out for the ladies, the members at Curves, because they keep it moving. They have made a commitment to themselves that they are going to continue with their health regimen throughout the year and working out. And working out can be fun. A lot of people, you'd be surprised, look at it as, I'm not going in there to do that, I can't do it, or just make all types of excuses. Just like when we get here, we have fun. It's a journey to get here at times, and this is us giving back to the community, you know? So when we do, this is how we give back. We give of ourselves, we give information, we share the health message. But through Curves, those ladies come in there, and when they come in there to work out, then they also share a lot of information. But the Curves is a women's facility, and it's just for women, so that women can feel comfortable in their skin and working out. Because you'd be surprised how many ladies have a stigma about going to a gym and not, I won't always say not being comfortable in their skin, but just not being comfortable in the presence of men and sweat and language and everything else that goes on in the gym, okay? So Curves is a facility where you can come in, 30-minute workout, it's on you, what you do, what you get done, and then you leave. But you've let go of so